Welcome back, everybody, to Limeade 2.0, Day 3. We are benefiting Solid Strife here. Thank you all again for all of your donations and support. We got Devil May Cry here, and running Devil May Cry here with all collectibles. We got DanSpence94, and on the comms we have Cosmic again. How we doing?
Good, man.
Yeah, doing very good.
Good. It feels like just yesterday we were at ESA doing justice. A little bit of deja vu, but to switch things up, that was any percent. We got a new run here. Oh yeah. I swapped over to the scene, and this is what I was worried about. That menu is huge. But tell us what's going to be happening here with the all collectibles.
So so normally for the MC1 you probably see an any percent run. There's three main categories to the game now: all collectibles, 100%, and any percent. Any percent's obviously the fastest at about 42 minutes, where you just blaze through the game as quick as possible. All collectibles is what I like to call the 90% category. So that includes us picking up every single weapon, picking up every single blue orb fragment, and also completing every single secret mission as well. 100% differs in such a way is that it's pretty much the same as all collectibles, but we have to buy every single item and move in the buy list. And also we have to get an S rank on every single mission. So all collectibles is a bit more marathon safe. But that's why I like to call it the 90%, because we get we get most of what we get on 100%, just it's not as strict as the 100% category rules are.
Can't believe you slandered low percent like this by leaving low percent out.
Oh yeah,
category list.
No one cares about low percent, dude.
I guess you could say it's low on your priorities.
Hey.
All right, so we good to go?
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what's going to happen when it
Oh,
goes
you're
out of
ready
this
to
4x3.
Okay.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
All right,
I'll adjust on the fly. We're good. We're
I'm gonna
good.
start it just to double check real quick, because I can just get to like the start of the game and then you can check it.
Sure thing. That's one. Yeah, that's one downside to this. Let's see what a new game looks like. I've scaled it down. Beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, it is good. Okay.
We're doing it live. That is delicious.
That is true.
Wicked.
Where is it? Interesting way to put it, Apache. Where is it? Interesting way to put it. We don't talk about Snock no more. We gave Snock a block.
The quick yeet out of it. But yeah, I'm ready to go whenever you guys are.
All right, you can count it down for me. I'll get it started.
All right, so same deal as any percent. Timer will start as soon as we hit new game. So I'll count down from 5, and then we're going to jump straight into this. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Devil May Cry. So I'm going to probably rely in a lot on Cosmic this time around for commentary, because I'm going to have a lot to remember in terms of where everything is. Like I said earlier, we're going to be getting a lot of blue orb fragments that are hidden around each of the missions. First one is literally straight up here. We grab that and we bounce. Every 4 blue orb fragments we get gives us a blue orb, which then also increases our health by a little bit. So you're going to see us every so often, it's going to shine, and then we're going to get more health on the bar at the top there.
Yeah, so just to give a quick synopsis there, you've probably seen this game a lot at marathons. There's a ton of runners for this game. It's definitely the most competitive Devil May Cry game. We're Dante, the Devil Hunter, going to Malay Island in order to fight the Demon King Mundus. All that sort of fun stuff. This category here, we kind of get to see a little bit more of the game, which is really cool. You get to see more of, like, the layout of the castle and everything. So that blue orb fragment that Dan has up there, there's actually 4 blue orb fragments that we're going to be getting in this. That jump is so hard to make from these angles when you're just not doing the any percent one. When you're not doing the any percent line, it's like, oh my goodness. The next blue orb fragment is going to be actually inside the knights that are on the right after this, red door here. The cool thing about this category compared to any percent is that because you get it after you go down.
Afterwards, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. The cool thing about this category compared to any percent, in terms of the orb route, is that we're going to be getting a bunch of like extra orb routes, or extra orbs, like while doing the secret missions and stuff and all that sort of fun things. So the orb route kind of gets padded a little bit as a result. So there are some additional strategies as well. And I think, Dan, you were saying that you worked like another 4 or 5 holy waters into this route.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's... Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so there's a few secret missions where we have to fight multiple shadows, and if you've ever played this game, you know how much of a pain the shadow enemies are. They're the little demon cats that that come out at certain segments of the game. They're kind of like a mini boss at the start. But some of the secret missions, especially one, you have to fight 3 at once, and you get 1 chance. If you fail, if you die, if you go back, that is it. You cannot reattempt that secret mission, so we have to be very careful. So we use a couple of extra holy waters on that one just to make it extra safe.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, at this point in the run, it's kind of similar to any percent, where it's just really like those 4 blue orb fragments that we're picking up. And at this point, you know, Dan actually has a little bit, or he has a little bit of extra health already. So pretty nice, you know. Too, like you can get hit in some of these missions quite a bit, and because of the extra health that you have, it's like, oh, that's fine, that's cool, excellent. Other than that, you know, like the other thing that Dan mentioned was that we're not only going to be picking up all the blue orb fragments, we are going to be completing all the secret missions, which also reward blue orb fragments, and we're going to be picking up all of the weapons in the game, in addition to, you know, just going through the game as fast as possible. So up here on this right here, we're going to just go ahead and clear out the enemies as quickly as possible, and you know, which is standard speedrun stuff. And we're looking to get an S rank here because we do want to grab, or we do want to follow pretty much the same orb route as any percent does, just a little bit safer. So Dan's going to try and make sure that he has 200 orbs total across the mission, which he definitely does at this point. And he's only taken 1 hit, so he'll be able to get the S rank. We want to get S ranks on the first 2 missions in order to be able to afford a move called Stinger. And Stinger is basically just a dash forward that Dante does with his sword. It's going to be one of our main movement techniques through the run. Here we're also going to grab the sword Alastor, which is a lightning weapon. A very versatile weapon. Not only gives us, you know, some more damaging options, does more damage than the sword that we currently have on our back. It also gives us access to Devil Trigger, Dante's powered up state that allows you to, with Alastor anyway, move faster, as well as do additional damage on top of, you know, the extra base damage that Alastor has. Do you grab shotgun here afterwards? Okay, afterwards.
Afterwards, after Sin Scissors, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you grab it after the Sin Scissors. Okay.
Mm-hmm. There's like a little point after we kill the Sin Scissors where we kind of have to wait for their animation of dying to kind of go away before the door opens. So we use that split second. We just jump up and grab the shotgun then.
Oh, dude, I just popped the gat on and I just busted out on him. I'm like, okay, we're doing all collectibles. Y'all are getting the gat.
Just draw for the chopper straight away.
Exactly, dude. The devil may cry, but my chopper gonna sing.
You're gonna let the chopper sing.
All right, so the enemies that are gonna pop out here, the I laugh at my own jokes too much. Anyway, so the Sin Scissors here. Oh my goodness, you got the double kill right off the bat. I don't even have time to explain them.
Yeah, that was kind of mad.
That was kind of clean. That was kind of clean. All right, cool.
Just to put in perspective, that very rarely ever happens. So whenever it does, especially in a marathon, we are usually all in shock.
Mm-hmm. So we pick up the shotgun there because we do have to grab all the weapons in this run in order for the run to be valid, because it is a collectible. It is something that you can pick up in the world that's unique. We don't count things like, you know, picking up holy waters that are on the ground, picking up gold orbs, or picking up, you know, other type of like non-unique items. We only count the stuff like the Bangle of Time, which is on the last secret mission, the blue orb fragments, the weapons, you know, all that sort of fun stuff. So when you're going to see him, like, you'll see him go past a bunch of these items that are not unique, so to speak. And it's like, well, that's collectible. It's like not by these rules. So
When I was first learning this run, I honestly thought it was every single item, and I'm thinking, where's all the vital stars? Where's all the devil stars? You know?
that would have been something. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab or just hit these dudes right here with some stinger. They're gonna go down, and now we're gonna fight Phantom. And for those of you that played this game casually, this might have been where your career on normal mode ended for a little bit, because we have to go ahead. So this boss is tough. We're gonna try and do a 4-hit critical hits to him, where you just jump off of his body. And in Devil Trigger mode, you're going to just do the Helmbreaker, which is just a giant sword slam that Dante does. Very nice Phantom so far. Unfortunate. As soon as I said something, commentators curse.
Oh, you gotta be
Okay.
kidding me! Oh,
unfortunate.
so taking damage there is definitely not what we want to do. That's just lost me what we're gonna call the special bonus. Special bonus is where we get an S rank, but we go above and beyond the S ranks. What we actually need for an S rank. So,
Yeah, so
I'm
now
gonna
we're gonna
have to
actually have to. This is
change
where
things up.
things. Yeah, this is where things actually kind of start to deviate from any percent a lot. See, we actually go back out here.
Yeet. I didn't mean to do that.
Yeet. Okay, that's fine. We can just go ahead and do this, though. That's totally okay.
Yeah, this is secret mission 1. So to find these secret missions, as you could probably already tell, it is a pain in and of itself. So to find this secret mission, you have to kill Phantom and come back out into this area and then jump back down into here. This one, we have to kill the Sin Scissor in one shot. Like so. So by parrying the scissors like that and then running up into the face, even the pistols will do a one-hit kill.
Yep.
And then we grab the blue orb fragment and then we bounce. And then there's just another one that's chilling over here. A lot of the fragments we're going to find are just kind of like out in the open. But now this is going to take a little while for me to platform back because, whose idea was it to put platforming in an action game? Camilla, I'm looking at you, pal.
He's got everything in his action games, dude. He's got as much action in his games as other genres.
All right, cool.
Nice. All right. So immediately after ending this mission, Dan's gonna have to circle back around to this room, and then go and do secret mission 2. And basically, you have to kill a lot of the phantom babies, or they're just these like little small spiders on the ground here. So we got to kill about 100 of them. So he's got about 50 now. There's about 3 different spots for them, I think, in this room.
Yeah.
Where they will spawn, and making really, really short work of them. Very nice so far. And this mission here. Go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
This applies to last run especially, but also works for us now. This is $10 from Apache Smash, who said, "Great run and comms. Where did Dante get his jacket? Is it Sprada?" And shout outs again to Ran. That was amazing. And this is looking sick as well.
Absolutely. So
right,
now, go ahead. Yep.
There we go. It ended up going the wrong way with the camera change. So we're going to fight the Shadow, is what I was referring to earlier, the Demon Cat. We have to shoot it a bunch of times to get rid of the core, and he's going to stab me, but it's fine. The cats have a random set of health, so we have to be very careful here. You're not going to play nice, are you?
No, he's probably
not.
not.
He's good. He's good.
Okay, cool. So after fighting this cat on any percent, we would just kind of head to the boss straight away. But there's actually 2 more secret missions that we need to take care of on this mission. Secret mission 3 and 4. So after you fight Shadow, we're going to go back down to the beginning of this hall, to the room that has a divinity statue in it, which is basically functions as a shop. And it's important that we went and just got like the devil trigger here off of Shadow, because we're going to use our devil trigger to kill these bugs, because now we have to kill enemies without using any weapons, and stepping on them deals damage. We can just run faster and deal, more damage across a set period of time with the devil trigger run. So he also just grabs the blue orb fragment there in the little table. Now this is the secret mission 4 that Dan was talking about earlier, where you got to fight 3 of these cats at the same time, and the game is like, you only get 1 chance at this, and if you don't, it just kicks you out and it won't let you try it again. But I think you're just gonna go down here and just hit them with two good old holy waters, and then they should be good to go.
Holy super soaker.
Hey.
So just to make sure, I think we're all good. Yep.
We should be good. Just gotta wait out them doing their thing. They get hella feral while they're in that. So they're all gonna go ahead and explode. On 100% for reference, this is kind of what makes this category different here from 100%, is that since you need so many orbs to buy abilities on 100%, you would have to fight all of them pretty much manually on 100%. And most of the time you would just use like the ability where you can stand on their spike and then shoot a weak point on them. But fortunately here, we can just kind of be on our merry way afterwards.
So, because I got hit by Phantom in mission 3 there, I wasn't able to buy as many holy waters as we wanted for this mission. So we're going to come up on a boss now called Nello Angelo. Normally we would do a specific strat of hitting him 8 times and then using a holy water to finish it. But because I could only buy 2 holy waters, I need them for secret mission 4. So we're just going to have to do this one casually at this point. So we could farm orbs and go and buy a new holy water. But it's probably best off to do this OG just to save on our orb count.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with that decision. So what Dan is going to be able to do here, though, is he's going to be able to do bunch of... I was like, why did he teleport away so quick? So he's just going to have to bait out these attacks from Nello and then do slash cancels here, which is where you do the first 1 or 2 hits of the sword swings and then cancel the recovery with it by doing a 360 motion of the stick. This will just make Dante instantly recover from that string there. And then Nello's going to teleport right up top. And then he's just going to be taken care of pretty much without incident. Surprised you didn't get an S. Interesting. All right, so so this cat fight right here, I might want to pick up the orbs from this one. I don't know how you feel.
Yeah.
So this cat we want to try and get through without damage. So Dan is going to do that strat that I mentioned earlier, where we're going to stand on its spike there and then shoot it in a weak point. And then Dan's just going to kind of wait for it. Oh my goodness, he just creepy crawled across there.
Okay, that's good.
Very nice. Cool.
Yeah,
right.
So normally we wouldn't do that. When you saw me activate Devil Trigger after I saw the cat turn red, we just instantly run for the door and cause it to explode. But because we kind of want the orbs there just to be on the safe side, I just let it follow me. It was a bit touch and go there for a second, but it's all good. And then there's just a blue orb fragment up on this battalion here.
This jump here, that jump here too is like pretty specific as well. It's just like it's so tough just like getting him to mantle there. I don't know why. So weird.
I've lost so much time on that. And that's just a flex on him, really. You don't actually have to enemy step and helm break. As long as you hit both on the way down, it's fine.
That was definitely a flex. So now we've gotten the special bonus there by not taking any damage, as well as completing the mission within a certain amount of time. Mostly it's just like when that timer expires is when we want to do it. So there's a blue orb fragment here at the back. Oh, you actually grabbed that here instead of doing it after mission 7. Interesting. This mission is pretty much the same as any percent, though, where we're just going to kind of go through this mission and just, light up these bugs with a holy water. take out Super Soaker, just raid on all of them. I'm pretty sure that Super Soaker's loaded with a raid this time around. And the next enemy is going to be a red scythe or a red scissor. And the easy way to take them out is just to use another holy water. So this is one of the few missions that actually sort of like retains its any percent form. And I think it's just because it's so short, you know.
Mm-hmm. There's a few, more so in the latter half of the game. It's pretty much the exact same as any percent.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's right. This mission too is kind of the same as well, because now we just kind of have to head back upstairs. After mission 7. I mean, you could farm Phantom, I think, after mission 7 if you wanted to kind of correct the orb route, but it's probably just not worth it.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some more here.
Oh, yeah, this Phantom here. I actually meant the one after mission 7. All right, so normally you don't need to go and you don't need to fight that boss, but Dan made the executive decision to go ahead and kill it for, what was that, 600 orbs or so?
Yeah, it's around about that.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. So, gonna take these Sin Scissors out. Now we don't need the pistols. We can just use the air raid that we picked up, which is a flight mode that Dante has access to, while Devil Trigger is activated for a last door, and you can shoot lightning bolts at it. I know it was my favorite move in the PS2 days. You know, I'm sure it's a lot of other people's favorite move, just shooting those lightning bolts from safety.
Oh yeah, you have to actually be stood like directly on the middle of that for whatever reason, so it activates.
Take a little bit to activate there.
This is where it definitely deviates from the any percent.
Oh yeah.
Because we gotta go back, baby. So instead of going straight across to mission 8, we're in a bit of an intermission, so in-game time doesn't apply right now. We're going to go all the way back to the first bug room, and that's going to open up another secret mission for us. Secret mission 6. Now this one, we have 2 like rocky spiders, and we have to make them kill one another. As long as one of them's dead by the other one, it's fine. As long as we don't damage them at any point, we'll pass the secret mission. So you're kind of just going to see me jumping around a little bit. That's to bait a specific attack where they fire the rocks out like that, and I just got clapped. It's the only move that actually does damage to each other, so you have to just kind of like bait them. They won't actually check to see if their mate's in the way. They're just going to see, is Dante in the way? Yes, okay, I'm going to fire.
This, I think, is definitely one of the, like, the only secret missions where I, like, find myself kind of, like, tearing my hair out, because you really are just kind of at the whims of the game, so to speak. Like, finally you hit your friend, you know. I guess you're just going to grab the orbs from him, too.
Yeah. Normally, again, you wouldn't do it, but I'm just being very, very safe right now.
Absolutely, yeah, totally agree.
And then we go all the way back up to where we came, so we can go and do mission 8.
Yep.
And luckily, for some reason, we've actually got enough orbs, so I can still buy my normal buy route here. And we should be back on track, despite we missed out on the special bonus on mission 3. Might go for special bonus here. Yeah, let's go for special bonus, why not? As long as I don't take damage, we can get it again.
Yeah, you might as well. You're not gonna lose like a lot of time.
So here is Phantom 3, technically. The third and final Phantom fight, he didn't stun for some reason. But that's fine as well. Same thing again, although it's just a bit easier this time. Because we have air hike, we don't have to jump off of Phantom's back. We can just do it in the air. It makes it a bit easier to get those criticals. And then there's just another blue orb fragment chilling on the side here. So to get the special bonus in this mission, there's a couple of red orbs at the top of this horse. And then in this corner here, not that corner, Dante, where you going, pal? Over here, just on this little pillar here. Getting those with a no damage Phantom and then the orbs from Phantom will get you the special bonus. Do you want to explain how special bonus works, Cosmic, in terms of like the points system?
Yeah, so there's basically a 15-point system in this game where it judges you on damage, time, and orbs, and there are penalties that are incurred as well on certain items. So you, like items is also a thing, but it's kind of I think just like a you used them or you didn't. And so it judges you on a 5-5-5 system. Let me think how to like word this. So if you take no damage, that's a 5 out of 5 on damage. If you complete the game fast, like really fast, like you blow the time requirement out of the water, that's also a 5 out of 5. And then if you get a lot, like if you get a certain amount of orbs, that maxes out the orb bonus as well. And then when you achieve all those things as well as like using no items, then it rewards you with a 15 out of 15. So you get the special bonus that way. So like that's kind of what denotes just an S rank, which only meets like some of the requirements, versus a special bonus, which meets all of them. And 100%, like, there's a lot of special bonuses that you have to get in addition to like basically like no damaging most of the game. It's just brutal.
Oh my days. There we
Oh
go.
no.
See, this is why we get special bonus on 8 as well, because me taking that hit there has just lost me the S rank on this mission, but because we've already got the extra 2,000 that we wouldn't do anyway, really not that stressed. We've got 3.5k there. Normally, when we get to about mission 13, we want 5k, but we'll be sitting pretty.
Yeah, it's very cool to run this category sometimes, just because you don't really notice like the influx of orbs there. That was a skip there to skip all of the puzzle platforming there for grabbing the gauntlets Ifrit. We can also punch this door to totally skip this boss fight.
Hi, Griffin.
Bye, Griffin. We just left him on read. Dante closed his flip phone, you know, like you see on like you used to see in the old days where you just like close the flip phone, ignored. Left on read. And this forest fight right here, this is also a little bit random. But Dante just kind of has to, we just kind of have to pray that Dante has decent aim. And we can just take out all these dudes here. This is also one of the only rooms in the game that technically has 2 types of enemies in it. Due to memory issues on the PS2, when they were creating this game, they couldn't mix and match enemy waves. So the fetish there, as well as the marionettes, the fetish is the name of the enemy, to clarify. But they're basically built off the same sort of framework and rigging, or so to speak. So they're not going to take up a lot of, memory the same way that mixing and matching waves would normally do. So the fetishes and the marionettes, when they're in the same room together, that takes less memory. But mixing and matching waves like the assaults there, which are the lizards, as well as like the sin scissors, putting them in the room with different enemies, that would take a little bit more memory. So there's no rooms in the game except for the rooms that mix the marionettes and the fetishes that have different enemies.
So mission 10, very different to a normal mission. It's more of a puzzle mission here. So you're gonna see this white light. So you see it went into the enemy, so I pushed it over the threshold to get it out. It's gonna go into this one. It's always gonna try and go into another enemy that's just kind of there. So if we kill the enemies quick enough, we can make sure we always kind of like get it to go down the left-hand side. Just makes it a little bit faster for us to exit these areas. It can, on occasion, if it wants to be a pain, go down the right. I've had that a fair few times.
I was about to say, you've never had that happen, have you, Dan? And then I remember,
no, of course not, man. Of course not, man. I'm a professional.
I've seen the tears well up during those mission 10s. I think we've all had that, like, just like about to see a grown man cry.
Never have I ever been brought to like tears as much as this game has brought me to tears.
And the funny thing is, like, it's ironic that like I'm sitting here right now because the trick that I came up with definitely has done that to you. So it's just like, man, I'm surprised Dan even wants to hear my voice half the time. So I appreciate it. All right, so go ahead.
Yeah.
Do you want to get this or?
No, you got this one. Well,
Okay, so basically, Dan is going to jump off of these enemies here to try and get up to this blue orb fragment here. It's just another secret mission that we have to do. This is one of the quicker ones. Just in and out pretty quick. And after getting through this area here, there's going to be like a blue orb fragment on our way back to the main room. We also have to go and grab a blue orb fragment that's kind of in the background here. Are you going to defeat the death scythe here to make this a little bit easier? Or you're just going to kind of go
no. We just air hike up to where it is.
Oh, okay, cool.
So to unlock the blue orb down here, we have to actually kill all the blades.
That's right, yeah.
Without killing them, the blue orb fragment does not drop. So we just do it up there. We use a little bit of devil trigger and then build it back up. To get this blue orb fragment, you literally just jump up this side, do a couple of half jumps up here. The death scythe will just kind of follow you around. It won't usually attack us until we get... I think it like kind of runs on a bit of a timer.
Yeah, I would say so. This room is just so like stress-inducing that I always preferred to like just kill him a couple of times or kill him and then go and get the blue orb fragment. So
Nello Angelo's back for a second fight. He wasn't happy that we took him out normally the first time. So we're just going to hit him with the 2 holy waters and a couple of slashes, and that's going to be game. And then we can use the chalice over here to unlock the door below us, and that's going to be mission 11.
Yes, sir. Man, I'm thinking now we're getting to secret mission 7. That mission still gives me the heebie-jeebies. All right, so mission 12. We are sitting pretty here as far as orbs are concerned. So Dan's going to pick up 3 holy waters here. We're going to be encountering Griffin again, but this time we're actually going to have to fight him. So we're going to head into this ghost ship here. And are you going to grab the untouchable here? Probably are, right?
No, we don't need to. On all collectibles, we change our route for mission 15, so the untouchable is no longer required.
How about that? Learning stuff every day. So, we're going to grab the needle gun here, which is a gun that we can only use underwater. And you're probably thinking, Cosmic, Dan, why would I want to go underwater in an action game? Well, don't worry. It'll only be a couple of minutes. But before that, we're going to go ahead and activate this fight here with the Death Scythe. Take him out with a holy water and a Helmbreaker. Unfortunate.
Excuse me. There we go. I ended up on the platform by accident. Yeah, so again, in any percent, normally we go straight to the door, but there is a blue orb fragment all the way over here. So by...
You have to, like, I think it's... Do you actually have to do the stinger jump here, or do you just have to...
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't pop otherwise, which is really strange.
They definitely just wanted you to do that, so that's kind of neat. I was thinking for some reason that, yeah, like you have to do the stinger jump there. I couldn't remember if that was like a false memory or not.
Yeah, out to the Mandela effect.
True.
Okay, yeah. So once we do that, get a little bit of a cutscene here. Griffin's back because he wasn't happy that we skipped his boss fight. We're just going to body him instead. 2 holy waters, easy claps.
Bada bing, bada boom.
There is an alternate strat here that we only use 2 holy waters, one for the Death Scythe and one for Griffin. It came up with by Karma, Cool Karma K. He uses a couple of grenade rolls, a couple of air raids, and then uses the holy water to finish him off. Just saves a little bit on the orb count if you're a bit stretched on the old monies there.
Yeah. pretty neat strat too. It's kind of a throwback to when we used to buy Meteor in order to kill Griffin quickly. Kind of sad because that was one of the cooler ability or one of the cooler strats in the run. We just ended up phasing it out with more optimizations. So Dan's gonna take out these dudes here underneath the water. Unfortunately, they are rather uncooperative right now.
So, on this mission, again, this is the shortest mission normally, but there is a blue orb fragment down here. By killing the 2 blades there and getting the orbs, and coming down here, you can grab a couple of orb caches in these, like, barrels here. And as long as we don't take damage, I don't think I had enough orbs from the blades, but as long as you don't take damage, you'll get a special bonus.
Yep.
Probably one of the easiest ones. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely one of the easiest ones to just grab for free.
But it's also a guaranteed S rank on that one as long as you don't take damage.
Yep.
We go back in. This is again similar to between 7 and 8. It's an intermission between missions. So IGT is currently not running right now, which is another reason why we time this on RTA. There's a lot in this game where IGT does not count. Menus, intermissions, and buy-in stuff, basically. But this is Secret Mission 7. We have 8 blades here underwater that we have to take out as quickly as possible.
In the infinite expanse, which just gives me just... Just makes me... Especially when you turn around and one of their shadows is just right in your face, and it's like, oh my gosh. You do also have infinite breath in this game, by the way, Solid Strife. You're never in danger of drowning or anything. Game's like, oh yeah, Dante's not human. He can just breathe infinitely. It's like, damn, dude. Wish I had that privilege.
Long game strong. This game has given me a jump scare on this secret mission. Like you say, you just turn around to try and find him, and there could be one directly in your face.
Yeah, dude. Like, it happened to me the last time I did a run for this category. I turned around to like hit the next dude, and I was just, there's one right up to your left. If you had turned a little bit more, he'd have been right there, and we would have just both jumped like out of our seats.
And that was Secret Mission 7. Take the 8 blades out, grab the blue orb fragment. All the orbs in that secret mission fly towards you anyway. So it's quite nice to grab another orb, a couple of orbs there too. Like we're sitting pretty at 6.5k right now. Normally on any percent you probably hit about 5k now, optimally. Like if everything goes well. Probably just shy of that.
Keep in mind this is with Dan using 2 additional holy waters from the any percent route. So if he hadn't used those, he would be sitting at like 7 point or probably like 8.1k at this point.
The MC1's economy is probably the most important part of this whole run.
Yeah, like understanding your orb route in like each of these categories. It's one of those, I think Max, you said this to me recently, was like, this is one of the few DMC games that you can't just literally like outskill the game. Your orb route is just so crucial to how you go through the game fast.
We've all seen that upset on Mission 14.
Ooh.
Put into context, there was a run that I was doing that had potential to be new world record. We got to a mission where we have to use red orbs to open a door, and we didn't have enough red orbs.
Yep.
And at that point, it was game. It was GG's.
Yeah, there's literally nothing you can do early at that point. You just lose too much time. You can still get it. You can farm with the orbs, but it just takes too long.
Yeah.
Also, we picked up Vortex level 2 here, which is basically Dante's Psycho Crusher. It has a bunch of invincibility frames on it too. Oh yeah, that's right. There's the blue orb fragment here. And I think there's another one in the in this descending cliff room as well.
There is, but we don't actually get that until the next mission because we got to come back through this way for a secret mission anyway. So we leave that one for on the way back. Like some of these secret missions in this game are really convoluted to find. It's actually like, if you ever found any of these secret missions like casually without a guide, then salute to you, because Jesus.
Yeah, right. I mean, it really speaks to the design level of the game, just how like structured it is and everything. Because it's like the places where these secret missions are, like they make sense. Like I don't think I ever sit there and go, well, this doesn't make sense. Why is this here? This is stupid. You know, like the way that the game is laid out is just really, really, really good. I was trying to find a better word for it, but I just ended up going with really, 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 really good. So now we're gonna head right back. We're gonna head back down to that rotating spike room that we were at before, and that's gonna be where there's another secret mission with like 3 shadow cats in it. Now Dan's gonna be accosted by the Sin Scissor here, or the Test Scythe here.
Oh, Dante, please stop aerating.
Oh no, Dante.
Here we go. We good.
Nice.
So, yeah, this secret mission very similar to Secret Mission 4, other than the fact that we actually have more than one chance to do this if we fail it. But there's going to be 3 shadows in this little area here with all the spikes and stuff. Same again, 2 holy waters. We could get lucky with RNG here. The blue orb fragment will just drop on whichever's the last one to die. So we always pray and hope it's the one that's closest to us that jumps straight out at us here and collapse me. So there's the 1 holy water. 2 holy waters. Now we want to hope that the blue orb fragment jumps out of this kitty here. So we keep this one around the door here. Seems good. We'll find out. Yep, we got it.
Very nice.
And there's, yeah, secret mission 9, I want to say. Or maybe 8.
8.
8. It's the holy water.
A holy water.
With a bottle of water.
A bottle of water. It's like how in some parts of the U.S. some people say water, and others say water. I say water. Some people say water. Water.
Water.
Water. Water. It just sounds like you're saying like wood with on the end of it. Water.
I say water like a normal person. There's a T in it.
All right, so now we're actually into mission. That's true, yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I see it right there, so you know. I mean, I was the one that forgot the word for headquarters during the DMC4 run, even though I was there to speak English.
Another blue ore fragment in here. Just yeah, we in and out.
Yep. The what's it called? This is actually kind of different from any percent as well, because we don't, number one, in any percent we don't go into that room anymore. And we also don't go down this side, like this red side here on mission 15, but there's another blue orb fragment over here, as well as having to go and grab the lances that are going to allow us to go into the next room for the boss. The lances always appear on the side that you go into first. And then I believe Nightmare appears on just whatever other side that you go into.
Yeah, that's right.
So, however, we're not going to get Nightmare on this one. We're going to get it like later.
Mm-hmm. So to actually spawn the blue orb fragment here, it's weird. You kind of have to like jump. There it is. You have to jump up to that platform and just touch the bottom of it. And then we can just kill these blades here just to get our devil trigger back. And they drop a couple of orbs whilst we're there as well. So we grab the orb fragment, grab the lances. And this is why we don't need the untouchable as well, because the untouchable would be for this area. But because we can't vortex out of here, there's no real reason to use it. We could always build DT elsewhere.
So now Dan's going to go ahead and get his devil trigger back. And before we actually get into the boss fight, he's got to pick up another blue orb fragment, which is at the very top of the boss area. And basically, you just have to go take one of these teleporters to the top of the area, and then you go to the middle, and it will just go ahead and drop. And then after that, we're going to be able to fight the boss, which is, the final showdown with Griffin.
God damn camera angles. The
Right,
biggest
though?
enemy in this game is the camera.
Especially when you're first learning the runs for it, yeah.
Good old Capcom and that Resident Evil camera. Where is it? Where is it? There he is.
Nice. So Griffin here, we're just going to use one holy water, which is going to send him into his second phase. And while he's flying around like this, he just kind of has like iframes. So Dan actually did like a perfect Griffin 3 here and got the shots of the grenade very quickly.
Also, hi Trish and bye Trish.
Yeah, hi Trish, bye Trish.
The only time we see Trish in a cutscene.
At least, in the run. So
Yeah.
yeah, in the run, yeah. I think I'm getting a little throttled here. On Dan's end.
Yeah, unfortunate. Oh yeah, it's completely up to you, Dan, if you want to show off the lip quiver again.
Oh, I think we might have to,
Might have to.
Yeah, so this is mission 16. Any percent again, you're just going to go straight out of here and then carry on. But we're going to go back into here to trigger another secret mission. This one, again, platforming in an action game. Come on, come here. Help me out. You kind of have to enemy step off these skulls to grab the blue orb fragment. That was actually a perfect secret mission. It never usually goes that well. And then you can just kill them on the way out, because you might as well.
Might as well grab a few more orbs and stuff. All those audio cues overlapping.
And then we just get the devil trigger back that we just used to vortex over this side, and then we bounce. Yeah, get ready for that entire animation budget in a 5-second cutscene.
And now we're gonna head back into the castle. Go ahead. Yep.
I was just gonna. You got it. You got it.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So we're gonna head back into the castle now, and the castle has started to warp and sort of, be closer to what an underworld type place is, or a very spooky place. So Dante is sort of in the home stretch towards his gate to his trip to the underworld here. So now that he spent his time out in the gardens and everything, he gets to go back to the castle. Very much, again, following the formula of Resident Evil 1, where you're in the mansion, and then you go out to the gardens and the tunnels and stuff, and then you go back to the mansion. And then you go down to a lab, but in this, the lab is the underworld.
And there's another hidden blue orb fragment there. You kind of have to jump at that face. It's weird. Some of these you will never find on a casual playthrough. I'm sorry, but you really are not.
I was gonna say, I don't know how people found so many secrets for this game, other than maybe guides.
True.
And
like, who wrote the guide?
I was gonna say, how did the people who wrote the guides find it? Like, you just jump at certain stuff. It's just like, okay, I guess, fair enough. Also, here's the nightmare fight. There's a 1 cycle here where Dan's gonna do 5 charged punches with Ifrit, and then a single uncharged hit into a holy water, and this is going to take Nightmare out completely. And the reason that you want to do this to Nightmare, on top of it being very quick, is that you're doing a lot of damage to Nightmare with as few hits as possible. And Nightmare, when it takes damage on its cores, it increases its damage resistance when they change colors. They can change like blue, green, and then red, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And so you want to avoid doing a lot of hits, because that's what will make. We have to find the Shadow Cats now here, in order to take them out. Here, we don't really have the luxury of using holy waters. We have to do the spike strats and stuff in order to take them out pretty quickly. Dan doesn't want to use his devil trigger here because he's going to need it for the bridge at the very end of the level to get across there. I can barely tell that those things are red, dude.
I think we're good. Yeah, we're good. It's really hard to tell, especially when it's this dark.
I was gonna say, like, you can just barely tell. You also see Dan charging his guns here. This is a mechanic that the game doesn't really even tell you about. You just hold down the shoot button while you're holding lock on, and Dante can charge whatever gun that he's holding. It'll do like extra damage, kind of equivalent to a devil trigger. So this is what we use so that we can avoid having to use devil trigger on these guys. Spooky. This is a spooky secret mission, dude.
I quite like that camera angle.
Yeah, that was pretty cinematic. Also notice a little bit of trivia here. You'll notice that Dante's shadow does not have a coat on it. This is because in early versions of the game, Dante did not wear a jacket. I guess they decided to not replace the shadow.
Come on, kitty.
Come on, cat. This is secret mission. Yep. 10.
9.
Okay.
10? Yeah. I always get mixed up between 10 and 11.
All right, so now we can head out of here. There's the blue orb fragment. Right at the door, too. Very nice.
Yeah, we switched back to our grenade gun there. We only use the handguns literally for that one secret mission because we want to activate one shadow at a time. Having to fight two at the same time isn't the best.
Yeah, not at all. Otherwise, the grenade gun just does so much damage, especially with like roll cancels and slash cancels and stuff. And it just builds so much devil trigger too. Don't ever let anybody tell you that guns are only strong in DMC2, because they're definitely really strong in this one too. So we're gonna skip the platforming here with the good old vortex. And now Dan's gonna buy 5 holy waters. Well, I guess 1 more holy water here, and then another purple orb to refill his devil trigger. We got to go back outside in order to do another secret mission here. And this secret mission, he's going to have to go across like the top of this area in order to grab a blue orb fragment. I think you have to defeat this secret mission here by without the scissor here without touching the ground. I think that's what they intended. I think that's like, yeah, the whole secret mission. Yep, that's the point. Yep, I totally remember. Good. Yep, you just have to use air raid here, and there's the blue orb right here.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
We're going for a swim. Yeah, this is not what you want. This has happened a lot recently, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
I need to hit the lab again, I think.
But nothing doing. All we need to do is just take out those skulls. Guess you're gonna have some double trigger.
Yeah. Luckily, it puts us back the side we want to be on.
Yep.
So having the full devil trigger here just means we can run straight through this area.
Yeah, sort of a little bit of situational time save that we wouldn't otherwise have in this category. This is what you would do on any percent, because you just kind of head straight up into the level after defeating Nightmare. Also, that chair definitely just caught the the short straw there, so to speak. Got totally bodied.
So yeah, so we take that chair out because once we come back through this area when we teleport in, if that chair's there and we try and sting her to the door, you're going to hit the chair and kind of stop in place. So you hit the chair in the way in so you can sting her on the way out.
Yeah, it's a terrible turn of events if you leave that object sitting there for the next couple of missions.
It comes back with a vengeance, though, to taunt Virgil in DMC5.
If you want it, then you'll have to take it.
I can already hear the screeching of it in my head.
So now we have to fight this dinosaur here. But you already knew that. Which they call it a dragon, but it's a dinosaur. I don't get it. Sure. Whatever. You know. We also have to, then we have to go after we activate this this mirror here to reveal the item called Quicksilver. We have to go up to a bench that's outside, and I don't really know the significance of this bench other than it's sitting on a balcony. I feel like there's probably some other like hidden lore there, but that's just me being like a DMC conspiracy theorist, basically. But there's a blue orb fragment there, and Dan's gonna get it after he grabs the Quicksilver, which is an item that we're gonna need to progress through the level. So there it is right there, the bench. And then there's the blue orb fragment. And now we're gonna head to Nello Angelo 3. And Nello Angelo 3 is pretty straightforward. You just kind of use 3 holy waters to take him out. We used to do 2 here until like a bunch of slash cancels, but then with the way the orb route changed and got more optimized, you can just 3 holy waters, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
I would say that DMC1 is probably the most optimized in terms of how much route changes it's had in the past few years and whatnot.
Yeah, I think we're probably approaching like the last minute and a half or so that like humans could reasonably do for the game. I mean, barring anything new being found, you know, this game is like pretty insanely optimized for any percent. All right, so now we have the sword of the legendary Dark Knight Sparta, the sword that was used to seal Mundus away, and it's absolutely useless. So we're going to go back and change to Elastor. Unfortunately, because of that, we didn't get any Devil Trigger back from fighting Nello Angelo because the Sparta sword doesn't have access to Devil Trigger normally. Once we, God damn it, Raichu. All right,
Y'all
so
need to
now
tell me
that
the
we're
story of this geese. I don't know who this geezer is.
Oh, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you when you're older. So now we're gonna head underneath the water here, take out these scissors again. There was a Brutal Orb fragment that we grabbed from that other room there.
Come on.
These enemies love to hide in the walls here.
Gotta love them no-clip enemies, man.
Yeah, right. Every game, I think, that has one of them. Maybe not DMC2, which would be a bonus for that game. The one game where they got that right.
Yeah, DMC2, best game.
So now we're going to fly to the top of this room, or swim, I should say. I too like to fly in water, also known as swimming. We're going to grab the blue orb fragment there. And then we're going to grab an egg for this trying time.
Yeah, I thought I'd let you have that one. I had it the last time.
I was going to say, yeah, you had it at ESA. You got to let me have this one there. That's why I was going to keep talking so you didn't get the chance to say it. So then we can also go in this door here. This is normally the room that you would enter if you had failed the objective on Mission 5. You would have had to go here and recharge your Melancholy Soul. But now that we're here, we can just recharge the... we can just grab that blue orb fragment and just keep going. And this is just another nightmare fight. Dan's going to kind of do the same thing as before. Where he's going to do the same 1 cycle. 5 charged Ifrit strikes, 1 uncharged, and then a holy water. Yeah, that's the back end of that room, Mulgar. Like, that's the other side of that room from mission 2, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think it wraps around or whatever. I think that's the point of it. But I think the only reason beyond that is, like, other than just showing the level design off, like, the only reason for that room is that there's a blue orb fragment there. That's the only thing as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
So now, mission 19. I think that this is pretty, well, there's a couple of different things here, too.
Yeah, we've got 3 fragments in this
3
mission.
fragments here. Yeah, that's right. And then there's Nightmare Beta.
True.
So something to note about Nightmare Beta is that it's a gun that's powered by like demonic energy. You have to, if you're not in Devil Trigger, it will take DT to use, but if you're in Devil Trigger, it won't. And it resembles Nightmare very obviously. And if you don't pick it up in mission 15, it will actually appear on the bed here in the mirror world because you're going to enter a mirror world here. So are you going to grab that now or when you're coming back? Yeah, I figured. Okay.
Coming back out, yeah.
Yeah, when you're coming back. Yep. Okay, so first of all, what Dan is going to do here is going to go ahead and grab the orb fragment here. I'm actually surprised you do this now instead of after the, what's it called? After the nobodies.
It's so we have DT afterwards to go back across the bridge.
Oh, that makes sense, yeah. True.
So you have to grab that orb fragment that's floating in the air first, and then grab this one in the battalion. The one in the battalion doesn't actually spawn until you grab the other one. So we grab them first, then do the nobody fight. With 2 holy waters, which makes sure we've got DT after we come out of this area, so we can go back across the broken bridge.
Yep. And then there's one more orb fragment here that we're going to pick up, which is at the back of the bedroom. So my notes say here to the right of the bed.
That's right, yeah. The one I usually always forget. Like when I make the tutorial for this.
That's why I'm here, bud. That's why we both got the notes pulled up.
Man made a bloody tutorial how to do this and then doesn't do it properly.
Hey. So there's Nightmare Beta. We're never going to use it. We just have to pick it up because it is part of the unique collectibles in this game.
And there we have it, folks. There is the final blue orb fragment. Don't know why Dante wanted to spin in place, but here we go.
It'd be like that.
I still don't have enough DT, so I'm going to have to pop the Devil Star here. But it's fine because we are swimming in orbs.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
What is great about all collectibles is a much safer run for getting your S ranks, because each time you do a secret mission, it adds to your S rank total, like Cosmic was saying before. So even if you take damage, don't get enough orbs or whichever, you can still get a lot of S ranks and a lot of orb counts just doing the secret missions and adding to it.
This mission here is pretty similar. I think it's exactly the same as any percent.
Yeah.
So Dan's just going to head on in here to Nightmare 3. This fight is a little bit different for Nightmare because we actually have to do 2 phases instead of 1. And this is forced upon us. So Dan's going to do 4 Ifrit strikes, 4 charged Ifrit strikes into a holy water. That was the elixir. I guess the elixir's a water of some sort.
It still counts.
Yeah, right, exactly. Can you imagine if, like, all along the elixir was just an imposter holy water and it could have just, like, one-shot Mundus for us, just totally skipped both phases. Amazing. So there's the next holy water there, and we're just moving on. Sorry, by the way, for folks using headphones. There's 2 audio cues there that kind of overlap. Don't forget Bangle of Time, by the way.
Yeah.
Passion.
So we hit the switch first, and then we go and do Bangle, yeah.
I always just do Bangle first.
So welcome to the final secret mission here. And it's the only secret mission that you don't get a blue orb fragment from. You actually get a full blue orb on this one.
Yep.
So we're going to fight 3 nobodies here. It's very similar to the Living Cave area that we're going to go through in a minute. But we grab the blue orb straight away. It gives it us straight away because the objective on this mission is to get the Bangle of Time, not the blue orb fragment, like the other ones were.
And the way to actually do this mission is Dan's gonna stand underneath the dinosaur that's in this next room. Once we get, through these nobody fights. And he's going to be pointing up at it and then using the lock-on from Vortex to fly straight to the top of the room and then right across to the Bangle of Time. And this is actually the room that originated a trick called the Cosmo Climb, which is named after me. I didn't name it, somebody else did. But I did come up with it. And basically when we go through the Living Cave in the next, after this secret mission, we're going to be able to skip a lot of the platforming in that final room too, by flying to the top of it, by standing underneath one of the other enemies that spawns in that room. So here's this right here. Straight up, baby.
Clean.
Easy peasy, clean. And there's the Bangle of Time. Now, the Bangle of Time, just to give a little bit of background on that, when you equip it, you can activate it, and it uses up your Devil Trigger. However, it freezes time for everybody around you, excluding bosses. So you can just like really wail on regular enemies while it's active. But for the purposes of this run, and for like I think all the speed runs, it's pretty much useless, especially since you get it at the very end of the game. So unfortunately, you're not gonna see it, even though it is a really cool item. It actually appears in Bayonetta as well. I think by the name Bracelet of Time instead of Bangle.
I'm sure, doesn't it not also make reference to Eva as well, Dante's mother?
Yep. Yep. So basically in the Bayonetta universe, Eva was actually an Umbran witch. Whether or not that's canon to DMC remains in question, but it is, it's gonna be his character, so he can do whatever he wants.
Okay, so we want to build as much Devil Trigger here as possible.
And at this point, we're kind of just cruising along the regular any % route now. We've cleaned up all of the collectibles and everything. Now we just got to close out the game. So let's hit that Cosmo Climb, Dan. Very nice.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh, you got to be joking, man.
Oh, that sucks.
Literally on the precipice of that bloody ledge there, man.
You hate to see it. At least we got to see the climb part.
Just
I didn't get to see it go to the door. It's a consolation prize, right? This is what you would normally do if you, like before we did Cosmo Climb. This is kind of the platforming that you would do with Air Hike. But you can see why Cosmo Climb is a little bit faster.
Cosmo Climbs took way too many people's lives here, man. I hope you're happy.
Kind of.
Like, dude, like Max's Cosmo Climb is so clean.
True, yeah. This is how I managed to maintain top 10 in this game. Is I just introduced a really hard trick into the run that just claimed some souls.
Like, legit, man.
All right, so we're going to head here into Mundus. This is actually a sped up version of the Mundus fight from any %, because Dan's actually able to afford a 4th purple orb here. It's not as common in any % here anymore, affording that 4th purple orb, which is going to allow us to do a more powerful version of Puff the Magic Dragon, which, yes, this dragon's name is canonically Puff, as said by Hideki Kamiya on Twitter. So you're going to go ahead, Dan's going to go ahead and use some Devil Stars to refill his Devil Trigger, and then just send Puff out. And this is how we skip this
no
entire...
chance of dying this time.
Right, though? Hey, let's go. This is another cool thing about this category compared to all collectibles is that we now have a ton of health, and normally we would need to refill our health if we got too low by jumping into this lava. However, since Dan has so much health, he doesn't have to worry about that at all. So once his Devil Trigger expires, he'll be able to just refill up, totally healthy still, sitting in that lava as you do, and then just go ahead and just take out Mundus here. And get those Bible thumbs ready in chat.
The entire entire animation budget right here, ladies and gents.
My mother risked her life for me, and now you too.
Oh yeah, also, Trish was a demon made by Mundus to trick Dante into coming here, so he made her look exactly like his mother. Yeah, it kind of gets a bit Oedipus-y.
A little weird, yeah. A little weird.
And here's the animation budget. There it is. Look at that bottom lip.
Just quivering.
He also leaves her with the perfect amulet, which is technically inside the sword of Sparta, because you know canon.
Continuity is tough, dude. Continuity is tough.
Almost like saying that your brother died, even though you kind of see him fall into the demon world 2 games after, which is before this game, but we don't.
We're just going to ignore that.
My father's also here now. Rest.
Imagine he just accidentally puts that in the ground, like through her shoulder or something. He's like, whoopsie.
I didn't realize marble bleeds. Alright, so yeah, mission 23. The classic Capcom escape here. We got a timer with far too much time on it. And we're just getting the hell out of Dodge. Dante's just going to be trying to go back through the front door, essentially.
Yep, so we're just wrapping up the game here. Dan's fortunately got all of his blue orbs, so we know for a fact that we got all of the collectibles. So if this were to be a PB, this would be a valid leaderboard run. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a PB, though.
No. My last PB was a 106, which technically speaking is the quickest time on the boards thus far. There is only one other run on the board, which is Slickford at a 107. So I hope that once we get more optimization down for this run, I hope a lot more people jump in on it. I know Cosmic said he needs to do a standard Dante run of this rather than Super Dante. But yeah, I'm hoping a lot more people jump on this run because it's really cool.
Yeah, it's a great route. Like I said, you really get to see so much more of the game. You get to, you know, just be immersed a little bit more in like the mission design, the level design. This game is just such a masterpiece, you know. And now we're going to head into Chef Boyardee Mundus here for the last fight. And the way that we're going to do this is just turn on that Devil Trigger and then use Vortex to spin on him. Spin.
Also, yeah, hi Trish. Trish is alive again somehow.
Yeah, right. It's just so weird.
Time is coming up shortly. Brad will probably know when time is, but I'll call for it. Once we get out of this biplane section, you know, this was the game that was meant to be Resident Evil 4. I don't know if we've mentioned that yet here today, but
yeah,
you can kind of see why.
Yeah,
Welcome to beta Resident Evil 4 Escape.
And I guess
right.
you're just gonna call for time, right?
Yep. So as soon as I skip this last cutscene, and that's time.
All right, clocked you at a 1:10:28.
Nice.
Fantastic run.
110 is a really good time for this. I think my first all collectibles full one was about a 140. Like I say, at the moment the fastest is a 106, but that can easily be beaten. I reckon we can get this run to a sub 1. with
I think so, yeah.
massive optimization. Yeah. Dante renames his shop to Devil Never Cry for all of 5 seconds. But I'm going to show in-game time just to show how different it actually is to RTA. So the RTA was a 110. In-game time is a 102. So there's an 8-minute difference there. And that's literally because of the secret missions we do in between each of the missions. So between missions 7 and 8 and between missions 13 and 14. It's just literally, there's like 10 minutes there on my PB, I think, from last time. But that's why we time it RTA instead of IGT. We used to time it IGT, and then it was found that a lot of times not actually garnered towards it. But yeah, that was all collectibles. A very brand new-ish run. That's just shy of 100%.
Yep, it's a really cool run. I'm very glad that we got to show this off today because, for like the third time, I'm going to reiterate this. Like, any percent for the longest time was really all that got shown at marathons. And I wanted the community to have a way to like show more of the game and just show more than any percent, because there's a lot to this game, you know. And low percent's cool and all, but just being able to do like this all collectibles thing, like 100% is just, I don't think it's ever gonna be done in a marathon. You'd have to be like playing really, really well in order to do that. So all collectibles now existing, really cool, because now we have something else other than any percent to show. So thank you, Dan, for submitting it, dude, and having me on too.
Oh yeah, I always shout out to Cosmic, to Slickford, to Karma, to all the other runners, Waifu, Loner Hero. Literally, just every single runner of this game is amazing, and everyone just helps each other out. I said this to ESA, I say it again here. It's just like whenever something new is found, you can guarantee within half an hour there's a video in the Discord showing how to do it. There is a new strat that has come out recently for this game where you can despawn one of the shadows. But yeah, no, we don't do that around here. We don't do that around here.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, really good run. Really good category for this game. And just shout out to Limeade and all that having us on. It's been a pleasure. And if you want to see more stuff like this, you can follow us. I'm at obviously DanSpence94 on Twitch. And on YouTube, The Cosmic is DE Cosmic on Twitch. And I think it's the same for your YouTube.
It's DE Cosmic Runs on YouTube.
Mm-hmm. And if anyone wants to actually start learning this game, Cosmic has a really good video tutorial to learn any percent. Then Slickford has a very good advanced guide once you're hitting like the lower like 50s, 55s. And then I also do a tutorial video just showing where all the blue orb fragments are, where all the secret missions are for the all collectibles run. Very just like basic tutorial. So if anyone wants to check that out, then that's all on YouTube. But yeah, again, just thanks for having us here. It's been an absolute blast, and shout out to Brad as well, having to put up with us talking absolute muck for another hour.
Hey, no, enough of these charity marathons with you two. I'll end up learning the game as well.
Hey, that's what we like to hear.
Thank you for the fantastic, stylish display of Devil May Cry all collectibles. Stay tuned, everybody, because after the break, we have Metal Gear Solid with Vermilion Noel, and there's been a slight change of plans as the commentator decided to agree to a race. Vermilion Noel is going to race House Test in the MGS all bosses, and now we'll see which man can live up to the legend. So stay tuned after the intermission, and I'll see you there.